We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Periscope. Share the program with your loved ones. That's the way we do it at the studios of FireLive Radio. The topic is dementia. Ose onyankopon enim de eyema ne manyinara. Sune twan wate. Na oye onyame beini. Yakopon asama afi asabeto ye biem. Na efie ampem eye ne dakro. Na edaba kososo eye ne emfie apem. Share the program of your loved ones. Say afina what tuning in now. Afina yedi program ne bramo live and colored from the studios of FireLive Radio. We've got the radio pharmacy in the house today. Today we are going to be talking about dementia. Christmas is time for love. Gonna be talking about dementia, especially our family members who are suffering from dementia. What is our family member being so dementia? Miss Mumu. Yankopon him dear Eyamao. See, and Tokwa won't mean Kono on Fama Wakwanso. What did that process on my bravo? When you're bank granny, say, yes, there's no rush in life. If you have to crawl to get to your destination, so be it. Nothing is impossible before our Yahweh. Every day he performed wonders. The gift of life. Bible sim fia pe we ane dakro su ye ni fia pe mo pa ye bia mama okasa ma poso ti fia pe we ane dakro su ye ni fia pe mo pa humbo nuyo osefa humbo onyame yie onyame beni usum nyame asumdiye. Christmas eye time it's time for loving. Say, oh, family member bina or suffer from dementia, and the topic is for you. Say, any family member be now say you want to get a better understanding of this medical condition, also it is for you. Say, uni obia or suffer from dementia, empo knowledge is power. Also yadi usu tiebi na usu ubetimi edia tu unya before. Na we a free bonto a Christmas special. And yede every studios of FireLive Radio and they break your TFO Ginara. So what tuning in now also watch a program of all your loved ones on Facebook, any group that you are in, any platform that you can share the program on Facebook, YouTube, WhatsApp, tune in, any program, any platform that you can share this program. Share the program with all your loved ones, and I think you'll be blessing them. You will be able to make a difference in their lives. Today, the topic is dementia. Dementia is the topic. Dementia is what we're going to be talking about. It is a live program. When we activate the telephone lines, please do call in if you have any questions,
any issues, by all means, you can call in and ask any question that you may have, and we may be able to address it straight up. Even if we are if we are unable to deal with it, we'll be able to point you to the right direction, and you'll be able to fix the problem. So we thank you once again for tuning in to FireLive Radio. Get your friends and family members to join us, watch us, and let's educate ourselves. That is the only way that we can improve as people. So we thank you once again for tuning in, and we thank you once again for joining us every Saturday. Today we are talking about dementia. Mr. Pharmacy is in the house. I'm going to welcome Mr. Pharmacy to the house, and then we will basically start the program. Wherever you are, Merry Christmas to you and your family. We believe that you are going to have a smash this Christmas. All the time we need to give thanks to our Lord Almighty for protecting us and also giving us the strength and the biggest gift of all, the gift of life. We thank Yahweh. We thank the Lord Almighty. And we thank you too for encouraging us, for motivating us, for advising us, counseling us, supporting us over these years. May the Lord Almighty bless you all. We have Mr. Pharmacy in the house. Let's go to Mr. Pharmacy and start the program straight up, because I know you are all eager to listen to today's program. The topic is dementia. Mr. Pharmacy, once again, welcome to FireLive Radio.
Thank you very much, TJT.
Today you have decided to talk about dementia. Dementia is an area that we have treated before. Yes. Today we are going to be talking about it again.
Can you hear me though?
Yes, I can
when
hear
I
you.
speak, can you hear me?
Yes, I can
hear
you.
myself.
Okay. Are you able to hear yourself now?
Not really.
Okay.
Okay, no, I will still speak anyway.
Okay, because it's very, very loud and clear, and everything is going out as it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Let me see the mic number. The mic number 3. Okay. You should be able to hear yourself now. You can try again and see.
Okay. No, that's all right. I will speak as far as our listeners can hear me.
Yes, they can hear you, and it's very, very loud and clear.
Okay,
from where I am, or you can change the headset. Maybe that is the one that's playing games. That's technology for you. Every now and then it plays up a bit. We've been joined by Patience Osei. Thank you for joining us.
Okay.
All those people. It's better. Okay,
yes,
let's go.
now, yeah.
Today we are talking about dementia, which is a topic that we've talked about in the past. Today we are getting to Christmas. And Christmas can be a very, very terrible time for some families.
Absolutely.
You have people with especially dementia issues. They need help. And sometimes when people suffer from dementia, they tend to be old age and they are left alone. So I think, it's befitting that possibly we are also drawing awareness, to this particular issue at this time of the year. So by all means, Mr. Pharmacy, fire away. Why are we talking about dementia, and what is dementia as usual? Perhaps some people have just joined in today. Someone just sent a text message to say that this is the first time listening to today's program. Mr. Remy, Rex Remy. Joining us. Thank you for joining us. Someone is just joining today. The person doesn't know who you are, and also Mr. Owusu, I should thank you for him. Last week you did talk about Codicel or something to that effect. Corsidel. So he sort of got in touch and I give him the information, and just within a week, he did say that he's seen a lot of improvement. So now his missus is not going to tell him to do something about his stench that is coming from the mouth. The good thing is, when you have a problem, one of the best ways to be able to, if you like, to deal with it is to admit that there is a problem. Once you know that there is a problem, then you find a solution. Because without diagnosis, there can never be any solution. And I was so proud of him last week and the braveness that he came out to say, you know what, I have a problem. How do I solve it? You know, I even forgot to send him the information, but he made sure that he followed it up until he bombarded me with telephone calls non-stop until he got what he wanted. I think sometimes that's what you need to do. Don't think that, oh, by calling the person, you are disturbing the person. Because if you don't disturb the person, you will not get the person's attention. You know, it's just like the story of, what's that guy's name? The short guy who climbed the tree. You know, if he wanted to get Jesus' attention, but he thought, no, if I don't do something extraordinary, if I don't do something dramatic, maybe Jesus will not be able to give me the attention that he needs. So what did he do? He climbed the tree and he made noise for Jesus to know that he's also there and he needed his help. And through that bravery, through that action, he was able to get what he wanted. So sometimes we have to push. If you don't push, you don't get. So it's very, very, very important. So Mr. Pharmacy, you decided to talk about dementia today. Why dementia today, and what is dementia about from the first place? Just to recap and maybe, you know, refresh our memories.
I mean, thank you very much, DJ D, and I want to say a big thank you to all our dear listeners for your contribution last week, and people who have been calling me and seeking advice. We really appreciate you. People who are listening or tuning every Saturday to listen to the health program. Like I said, I'll do my very best to be coming every Saturday now. Maybe next week I might not be able to come in. But thereafter, I will take the opportunity to come here every Saturday. Next week will possibly be my last Saturday off. But thereafter, even if, I will even try my very best and make sure I will be able to come in next Saturday. But if worst come to worst and I can't make it, then I couldn't make it. But I want to say a big thank you to you all. And DJ D, I want to talk about dementia. It's very, very important we speak about this as we are getting older and older. And especially as Christmas is approaching, our loved ones, people who don't really understand this illness, people who really think people are witch because of their old age and because of the fact that they are suffering from dementia, and therefore these people are possibly sided out as their witches or witchcraft is working on these people or whatever. We want to raise awareness, and this program is dedicated to our own dear uncle. Our own dear uncle. Uncle, you are in New York, and I know you have tuned in. You say you will call so that you will also share your testimony, the power of Fire Live Radio, the power of radio, how this radio station have had a significant impact in your life. Now you've got your daughter, you are a very happy man, and you want to share your testimony. Who knows, maybe somebody is going through the same thing, and the person will possibly, because of your testimony, get the opportunity to also call in and share whatever they are going through. Who knows what God can do? This is the power of radio. I know you're going to call in later on after the program and then share your testimony for people to know what the Lord can do through Fire Live Radio. DJ D, today we're talking about dementia, and I said this program has specifically been dedicated to our own dear uncle in New York, New Jersey. Uncle Akwesi, I know you are listening and you will call. I don't want to say too much about you, but you possibly introduce yourself. So DJ D, we are going to talk about dementia today. We are all learning. It's all about teachability. Some people who are listening to this radio station right now, they may possibly have a relative who is suffering from dementia but may not know that they are suffering from dementia. And after this program, we will all be able to identify what dementia is, what are the causes, what are people going through, and the loved ones affecting us. So we're going to discuss about dementia today, DJ D.
Thank you very much. dementia. I may say before say start the program. Ne crown where the akra jumone mami su yentwi kasa se muti amasuma. Dementia no ye kasa ye twi din say ye can't say dementia na she say twi mu ye beka ne say. Until the way the a challenge mu Christmas present no. Ti mo na me chiri mu. You see obi nima obi chire. Aka me minimum can be kind but minim inti no so be kan na che say yakoye nim na yehu dementia is ye kasi dementia e be yi ara me de madwene me say e be yi mu ebi ana enye sa na tie ebi so ameka say eye die mpo eye menopause ne be yi edi abom and the FN menopause be yi ebi so ana enye sa na etie enti akradwomo
I mean DJD, take it this, you have a mother about 65 years, right? They are suffering from dementia and they are also suffering from menopausal symptoms, which is just normal in all women. If it's, let's say you are 60 years and you have menopausal symptoms and you also have dementia, what do you honestly think people will say about you? I want people to eradicate the thinking of someone as a wish will be a baby for not. It has to be taken away from their tympanic membrane. And I believe after listening to Fire Live Radio today the mentality of people will change. Na mamun ko emma difobi and jimuska and atrophobi and jimuska. It's really getting too much. And it's very, very annoying and it's very, very frustrating.
Yeah. It is the truth, but the reality is this. Our culture and perceptions sometimes, make us come to a wrong conclusion about situations. It is for this reason that stations like Fire Live Radio was born. It was born to get us from something called mental slavery.
It is mental slavery.
Where we have,
mental slavery.
We are so embedded in one way of thinking, i.e., everything have to be explained by spirituality. Today, we will do the best that we can to try for people to understand what goes through the human body, the biology and the psychology of life. It's not everything that can be explained or that can be cured by prayers. I remember not long ago, one pastor in Ghana, someone was ill. The person was taken to him. He looked at the person and he said, look, this type of illness, no amount of prayers can cure it. You better go and see a doctor. A lot of people criticize him, but I felt that he did the right thing. Because if you don't take the right steps and do the right thing and, back it up with prayers, you're going to die. God is there, but people die. That is the reason why the Bible tells us lack of knowledge, thy people will perish. So, when you need to do the right stuff by going to see the right people at the right time, at the right place, and at the right circumstances, you're not going to put yourself in that situation. You see, so it's very, very important that whilst we believe in our spirituality, we also have to be realistic, you see. We have to be real. It's not everything that can be explained by spirituality. Sometimes you also have to believe in the biology and the psychology and the physicality of the living world. Because we live in a world, we don't live in spirit, so we have to be realistic. Today we are talking about dementia. If you have just joined us, Pastor Emmanuel, you've joined us. Thank you very much for joining us, and may the Lord Almighty bless you too and your family and your encouraging words. We need to be able to, sometimes come a bit out of the spirituality and live in a reality so that we can, deal with our medical issues and problems, because that's the only way to move forward.
I mean, DJD, I'm not saying we shouldn't believe in spirituality, but we need to balance it. Like I've always said to my pastor, Jesus said, watch and pray. You can do the prayers whilst I do the watching. It's as simple as that. Sometimes we become too spiritual and we forget about the physical side of things that goes on in the real world. And it's very disturbing. We have to understand there is a spirituality, don't get me wrong. We need to pray, but we also need to watch.
Okay, thank you very much. Today we are talking about dementia. Are you able to tell us, when we say dementia, what is dementia?
Thank you. That's a very good question. Of course, every person listening to FireLive Radio would like to know what are we talking about at all. When we say dementia, what do we really mean by dementia? But dementia isn't just about maybe a memory loss. When we say dementia, it's a memory loss that people on the street will explain that as a memory loss. But it isn't just about a memory loss. Dementia is really a syndrome, which is a group of related symptoms. A group of related symptoms that is associated with an ongoing decline of our brain functioning. The decline of our brain functioning. And possibly people will know about AD, which is Alzheimer's disease. People have much heard about Alzheimer's disease. And Alzheimer's disease is a type of dementia. And together with this vascular dementia, that will make up the majority of our dementia, or the dementia that we are talking about today. So if you or even your loved one or someone that you know is worried about becoming increasingly forgetful, if someone is becoming increasingly forgetful, particularly if they are older than 65 years, then there is that possibility that the person may possibly have a dementia. The person may possibly have dementia. So the best thing to do is to seek medical advice. And today's program, our main aim is to raise awareness of dementia, as well as to help people to create network and better understand the impact of the condition that we call dementia. So by the end of today, we are not going to speak too much, but very summary. By the end of today's program, people have an idea as to what the dementia is about, and take away those witches and witchcraft. Because DJD, what saddens me, some people are so brainwashed that all they believe is spirituality. Nothing is physical to them. Christmas has come. Instead of sending their mother or their grandfather or grandmother even money back home, they are telling the world that they are witch. The witch that gave birth to you didn't kill you or didn't eat you when you were a child. But now you have the gut growing up to say your mother is a witch. I hope and pray this Christmas, anybody, listeners of FireLive Radio who are listening to this program today, will take the opportunity to even pick up a telephone and call their parents and tell them that you love them. Give them whatever they need. They gave birth to you. Do not allow any pastor or any man of God, so-called, to take away your brains and to belittle your own family members. You know, DJD, what saddens me sometimes, somebody told me nowadays women, or some women, even respect their pastors more than even their husbands. When you look at these things, you get angry and frustrated about these things. Some pastors have bought the women. Look, wake up. It's about time. Wake up. Wake up, brothers and sisters, mothers. Wake up. You need to wake up. Those things need to be eradicated from your brains. You don't know what goes on in our biological system. Because if you do, then there are certain things that will go away. I mean, what I don't understand, DJD, is the fact that we black people, especially Ghanaians, why is it that we are the only ones that we talk about witches and witchcraft, but the white people don't even care about those things? They don't talk about them. They're not afraid. Someone sent me a WhatsApp this week, and the WhatsApp, what the guy was saying, though I don't agree with him the way he spoke, but some of the things he mentioned, that it did really make sense. It really did make sense. That he doesn't know whether the God that we serve are one. There is one God that created black people or one God that created white people. He just doesn't understand. Because we need to wake up. There are certain things that is going on within our community, within our black Ghanaian community. We need to wake up. And we are doing this program. Thank God Fire Live Radio now exists. And we'll be able to talk about these things. I know, of course, I'll be under attack from what I'm saying. But DJD, me matra de tro. Intimi srohwe. Ana me ka masem, me say me ukum me kura na say me kwa, me bu se Nyankopon say, why did you allow for somebody to kill me? And I will challenge the Bible, because enipa ntimi nkum me da. And we are here to speak the truth. We will speak the truth. Sometimes you may not understand why we open Fire Live Radio, but we open this radio station to educate the masses and speak the truth. We will help people to promote their businesses, but when you are wrong, we will tell you off. As simple as that. We will tell you off. DJD, let's go.
So thank you very much for tuning in. Today, we're going to be talking about dementia, and the definition of dementia simply can be put as forgetfulness. So when someone tend to forget things, then you need to start thinking along those lines. If someone keep forgetting things, does not necessarily mean that a person suffers from dementia. It's always important to get diagnosis through the hospitals. So it's very important, but just for you to be aware of, you know, some of the symptoms. Now that we know about dementia being about forgetfulness, why is it that some people are prone, or some people do forget things like that? I.e. the causes of dementia.
I mean, some people do forget about things, you know, for certain reasons. There are times certain people will forget about certain things, not because they suffer from dementia, not necessarily that they suffer from dementia. There are certain people, they will forget about things, but it does not necessarily mean they've got dementia. But what tends to happen is there are risk factors that possibly may be the causes of dementia. Those risk factors can either be, number one, maybe advancing aging. You know, when you are aging, you tend to become more forgetful. And the primary risk factor for developing dementia is advancing age. And the risk of the dementia greatly increases after maybe when the person is 65 years or over 65 years. I'm wondering whether that's the reason why they've increased our pension age to 65 years. And like I said, Alzheimer's Association reports that the likelihood of the developing Alzheimer's dementia doubles every 5 years after the age of 65 years. And also there is a National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke. They also estimate as many as 5 million people who are aged maybe 65 years or over. Those people also have Alzheimer's dementia, and as a result the number of people with dementia could double in the next 40 years, as the number of American people that live in Americans, they are, or the European countries now, they are growing. Maybe their life expectancy is getting bigger and bigger, so people tend to live more years ahead of them, rather than when gone are those days when people by the age of 60 years you die. Now you still have people who live for about 70, 80, maybe average about 70 now. People are really growing older now. So all that I'm saying is about 40 million today is greater than 88 million in the year of maybe 2015. And after the age of 85 years, the risk of developing the Alzheimer's dementia, they will reach nearly about 50%. And despite these staggering numbers, the commonly held belief that dementia is a normal part of aging. So when someone has got dementia, please, the person is not a witch. It's as simple as that. It is normal part. It is part we have to accept. When people are getting older, they are becoming forgetful. It's as simple as that. So dementia is not part of maybe a normal part of aging, and some individuals may experience dementia at a relatively even young age. Although they may be younger, but they will get dementia early. But it is likely that people who are aged over 65 years, they will really suffer from dementia. People who are aged 65 years over, they normally suffer from dementia. But it does not necessarily mean somebody who is below 65 years or who is about 50 years cannot get dementia. They could. All that we are telling people is we just need to identify the symptoms that people go through when they've got this illness that we're talking about here as dementia. So the risk factors is one, aging, and another risk factor is maybe genetic factors, which is number 2. Genetic factors. The individuals with the first degree relative, maybe either parent, siblings, or child, that is diagnosed with Alzheimer's dementia, they are more likely to develop the condition. And the risk is further even increased if more than one family member has the condition. If more than one family member has the condition, then the risk also increases. And despite these facts, many individuals with a family history of maybe dementia do not develop the disorder at all. And many individuals without a family history of dementia, they go on to develop the disorder. So genetic testing is available for Alzheimer's dementia, because the gene with the strongest correlation to the development of dementia is what we call apolipoprotein E4, or we call it ApoE4. We scientists, we call it ApoE4, but the full word is apolipoprotein E4. So individuals who inherit one copy of this ApoE4 gene are twofold to fourfold increase of developing the Alzheimer's dementia. And individuals who inherit 2 copies of the gene have tenfold higher risk, but are not certain to develop the dementia. Inheritance of these genes may also be implicated in the onset of dementia at maybe a relatively young age. And one thing is, routine genetic testing for dementia is not recommended, and it's usually done as part of research studies. So there is a research studies, then we do those tests. And another thing, which is one of the risk factor, is female gender, which is number 3. Female gender. Gender seems to play a role in the development of dementia, and several clinical studies have suggested that women are at a higher risk of dementia than men. So people that suffer from dementia are women. The women are more likely to suffer from dementia than men. I don't know whether that's possibly the reason why they always say a man may for now. I just don't know. Maybe more women suffer from dementia as compared to men. So according to the United States Census, maybe the 90 plus age group is the fastest growing segment of the population, and women comprise 3/4 of the 90 plus age group population. So maybe because a lot of women tend to live longer than men, then more likely the dementia will also kick in. I don't know. Maybe that could, when you have to compare the statistics, then that could possibly be the reason why more women are living longer than maybe men. So because of women living longer than the men, it is more likely that the dementia statistics, it really happened to women, that more women tend to get dementia than men. And there was also a study that was published in Annals of Neurology. They found that women with 1 copy of the APO4 gene, as I said earlier on, they were at higher risk of development of Alzheimer's dementia than those who were men. So Alzheimer's dementia is also seen to affect women differently than men in terms of behavior. So these are all some of the risk factors that can cause dementia. And also another risk factor is smoking. Number 4, smoking. Researchers in Finland, they have found individuals who were heavy smokers, defined as smoking greater than 2 packs of cigarette daily in their midlife years, which is between the 50 and 60 years. They were more doubting their risk of developing dementia. So smoking is already a well-established risk factor for diseases such as heart disease, hypertension, cancer, and strokes. So in the Finnish study, the study that was done in Finland, approximately 25% of participants, they were diagnosed with dementia, an average of 23 years age. And the conclusion of the study, that is how it came about. So in the same Finnish study, former smokers of the individual who smoke less than half pack of cigarette per day, they did not appear to have an increased risk of developing dementia at all. So that is also another thing. And also excessive alcohol consumption. People don't drink a lot of alcohol. Excessive alcohol consumption, that is also linked to the possibility of someone getting a dementia, because excessive alcohol consumption has been proposed as a possible risk factor of cognitive impairment and dementia. There was a Chinese study, and light to moderate alcohol consumption was associated with significant lower risk of dementia compared to with non-drinkers. So in the literature, this is described as U-shaped relationship. U-shaped relationship. And also a study published in British Medical Journal also found a U-shaped relationship between alcohol consumption and the risk of developing dementia. So in other words, light to moderate alcohol consumption may have a protective effect against the development of dementia compared with non-drinkers, whilst heavy alcohol consumption, they seem to have the increased risk of dementia. So these are some of the risk factors that can also associated with people that really suffer from dementia. And also hypertension, our own high blood pressure. This is the reason why we always try to bring people high blood pressure down, because not only that it can lead to increase in dementia, there are also other cardiovascular conditions that somebody can go through, like stroke, brain hemorrhage, heart attacks. When you have hypertension, it can lead to so many things. But having said that, that can also lead to dementia. So hypertension, also known as the high blood pressure, is a very powerful risk for dementia, and that includes vascular and Alzheimer's dementia. Even people with long-term hypertension, they carry the risk of damaging small arteries in the brain, which may impair blood flow and result in atrophy of the brain tissue. So all these are risk factors, and even these mechanisms may lead to cognitive impairment and dementia in individuals who are even younger than 60 years. Hypertension is defined as maybe, if someone is listening to me, when I say hypertension, what I mean is when your blood pressure is above 140 millimeters of mercury, which is the top one, and the bottom one is above 85 millimeters of mercury. It means you are hypertensive. So even if you want to check, I think I've spoken about hypertension on the radio before, and people have an idea, and I spoke about some of the things we can all do to avoid someone getting hypertension, and some of the practical things you have to do. And when you want to check whether you've got hypertension, what you need to do: visiting your pharmacy, get a check, or buy a blood pressure. I give away some blood pressure by asking a few questions to the listeners of Fire Live Radio, and people that actually were able to answer those questions, they were given or posted a free blood pressure machine. I believe it's Mami Mary Boatma and Mami Chikasa were some of the people that won those high blood pressure machine or blood pressure machine. So I will possibly be giving away some of these machines away through the listening of Fire Live Radio, but I don't know as to when I will do that. But when the opportunity comes, I will ask a few questions about the topics that I do, and anyone who is able to answer maybe 2 or 3 questions right, then we give away the free blood pressure machine, so that people will be able to educate themselves and check themselves out. Because like I've always said, the main of the radio station is to learn from you, and you learning from us, is to educate the masses. This is what we can do. When I was growing up as a child, people used to preach to air. Now I can preach to the people, or I can speak to the people. People can hear me throughout the whole world. We come on the studios of Fire Live Radio, and about 85 countries listen to us on this program every Saturday. So we are very careful what we say on the radio, but we will speak the truth and educate our people. We want people to get better, much better. Okay, coming back to what I was saying, there is a long-term, maybe 20-year study published in hypertension, and that study concluded a high diastolic blood pressure at age of 50 that is correlated with poorer cognitive performance at an age of 70. And in the same study, the risk of dementia was normally or more than doubted, or more than double, if the systolic blood pressure was in or above the range of 140 to about 160 millimeters of mercury. So in effect, blood pressure, like I said, also have an effect of dementia. If someone has got a high blood pressure, I'm afraid you are more likely, if it's not treated, you are more likely to suffer from dementia at a later stage. And also people with diabetes, type 2 diabetes, formerly known as adult onset diabetes, those type of diabetes has a long been a risk factor for strokes, because strokes are the underlying factor in the development of vascular dementia. And there was a Dutch study that was published in the neurology paper, and that study concluded that individuals suffering from diabetes were at an increased risk for dementia, including Alzheimer's dementia. And the association was strongest in those individuals receiving insulin as part of their treatment for diabetes. So diabetes is also a risk factor for people that can suffer from dementia. So if you are diabetic, it doesn't necessarily mean you are going to get dementia, but make sure you take a very good care of yourself. It's very important. If you are diabetic, take a very good care of yourself, because that can also lead to dementia. So people need to take a very good care of themselves. Very important. There was even an examination of the brains of individuals suffering from diabetes, and that revealed over expression of protein named as beta amyloid, which is found in the plaques, and that tangles of Alzheimer's dementia. So that's also another risk factor. There is also another risk factor as well, which is the atherosclerosis. When I mean by atherosclerosis, represent the deposition of fat, cholesterol, and other substances in the inner lining of the artery, and that is what we call atherosclerosis. It has long been established as the risk factor for heart disease, and it can reduce blood flow to the brain, and that can lead to strokes, which can also lead to vascular dementia. So anyone that suffers from atherosclerosis, that can also be a risk factor. This is why even when people have got a high cholesterol, we try to give them anti-cholesterol drugs to reduce the cholesterol happening. Like I said, when you get all these conditions, it can lead to so many complications, and also excessive level of low density lipoprotein, also bad cholesterol, often lead to the atherosclerosis, as I was saying earlier on. So this is what has happened, and there is even a Dutch study that has also back up what I'm trying to say. And even people with obesity, people that suffer from obesity. When I say obesity is defined as the body mass index, BMI, when your BMI is greater than 30 kilograms per meter square, then the BMI is indirect measure of body fat based on weight in kilograms and height in meters. I believe I have spoken about body mass index here on the radio before, BMI, and how BMI is measured. These are all some of the things that it is necessary for us to be aware of, so that we don't fall into this category of being, when you are obese, please, there is a lot of evidence or a lot of studies that I can give you, but I'm not, even for the sake of time, I'm not going to go too much into it. That obesity is also something that can also lead to dementia. And also elevated homocysteine blood levels. And what I mean by that, homocysteine is an amino acid, and the amino acids are the building block of our proteins. I believe people have heard about proteins. When we say amino acids are our building block of our proteins. And the elevated homocysteine blood levels have been associated with heart disease, stroke, and abnormal blood clot formation. And the abnormal blood clot formation may lead to life-threatening conditions such as even DVT, which is deep vein thrombosis. DVT, deep vein thrombosis. Pulmonary embolism, and a homocysteine blood level above 15 microgram or per liter is considered high. That is really considered high, and it is thought that the condition may be due to dietary deficiency in vitamin B6, vitamin B12, and also folic acid. So there are so many researches that have gone through, and all these things can lead to dementia. So DJD, as to the question of the causes of dementia, I have been able to link or explain 10 risk factors that can lead to dementia, or the causes or the risk factors associated with dementia. And I believe your dear listeners will possibly be able to ask any questions of their choice when we ring in the telephone line. So that is the answer to the question that you asked me.
Thank you very much. That was very, very detailed explanation as to the causes of dementia. I think at least if you've learned nothing, the first thing that you have to put in your mind, that if there is a close family member with that condition, that potentially makes you a candidate. And therefore, I think beginning, you see, these have a very serious implications in our lives. In this country, for example, if you have dementia or you are diagnosed of having dementia, listen to the legal aspect of this. You will be deemed that you are incapable of making decisions for yourselves. We need to, be very, very serious about this. You'll be deemed to be incapable of making decisions for yourself. That means someone will have to make decisions for you. Maybe the person that is going to be nominated to make a decision for you is someone that you know from your heart that the person does not have your best interest at heart. And therefore the person will really make decisions that will be in his or her own interest rather than your interest, and you know it. And therefore, if you do not do anything about it, by doing something called power of attorney or lasting power of attorney, for you to be able to nominate someone
of your choice,
the choice will be made for you. And maybe by the time that you realize, it may be too late. So it's very, very, very important that if we know that we are at risk, if we see the signs and symptoms, then we have to step up and possibly do our power of attorney or and lasting power of attorneys, so that when the time comes and we are no longer able to make decisions for ourselves, then of course at least we will be able to nominate the right individuals that we believe that they are able or they will be able to make the right decision for us. We are able to nominate them, because once it gets serious, you'll be deemed to be incapable. So it's very, very important that we take this seriously, because we've come across people, once that they have been diagnosed that they have dementia, at that time they want to make power of attorney. It may be too late. So for me, before diagnosis, you have to be quick and put things in place, so that you don't become, one of those statistics whereby people are around them, but they know that they don't have their best interest at heart. So for me, it's very, very important that we understand dementia, the risk, the symptoms, and also the signs, so that we can then do something about it. I was just speaking to someone this week, and the person made an interesting observation. And I think it's also right that maybe this question is asked in relation to dementia. What he said was that we are all dying anyway. As each day comes, our days on earth also reduces. As each year comes, people celebrate that the Lord has added 1 year to their age. But it also means that 1 year is deducted from the time that we need to spend on this earth. So why is it important that if you are living, you have to waste your time to get a medical condition such as dementia diagnosed?
It's very, very interesting
analysis.
And what the person, your conversation with the person is very interesting, very, very interesting. And rightly, you've just spoken about something about power of attorney.
That's right.
That alone should link you to understand the importance of getting dementia diagnosed. We may be listening to this radio station right now, but truly speaking, dementia can be a very difficult to diagnose, especially if your symptoms are very mild. When your symptoms are very mild, it's very, very difficult to get it diagnosed. But if your GP is unsure about your diagnosis, what they will do is they will refer you to a specialist, such as maybe either a psychologist or a psychiatrist with experience of treating dementia, usually called the old age psychiatrist. So coming back to the question of why is it important for it to get it diagnosed, power of attorney, you've already even answered that question. And the more or the earlier we get it diagnosed, the better we can do something about your health. So if you have a loved one, or if your mother or your dad or maybe your sister or your brother is suffering from dementia, as you listen to the chief pharmacist or radio pharmacist or chief servant as I speak on the radio today, you are hearing my voice. Please do something about it. It's very important. The earlier we get it diagnosed, the better we can plan ahead and do something about the condition. But as DJD rightly said, number one priority is the power of attorney, and that is where the lawyers really come in. If you don't do it, trust me, they will do something about yourself. They will make a judgment. I don't know whether this area, the intestacy I don't even know how to use the word.
Yeah.
The intestacy comes in. I don't know.
Intestacy comes in when someone is dead and the person left no will.
Oh, I see.
But this one here, basically you are alive.
Okay.
And therefore someone, you need to nominate someone. So power of attorney is when a person is alive and someone have to do things for the person.
Okay.
And then intestacy is where the person dies and someone will be chosen to administer the estate of the deceased. So whilst you are alive, because you know what you want, you know what you don't want. There are certain food, certain decisions that you would, if you were capable, you'll be able to make decision A or decision B, and things that you will do and things that you will not do. So if you are alive and because of dementia, you are unable or you are not deemed to be fit to make decisions for yourself, then of course a close family member may be chosen. But people also have to realize that it is not everyone closer to you wish you well. Some people really looking for your downfall. And therefore, if you do not make that decision to decide that it's going to be A or B, a decision will be made for you by someone. And the person may not know the intricacies of the family. So the person that you know may not do what is right for you, may be chosen. So for example, instead of going to buy you a bed of maybe 500 pounds, the person will be thinking, hold on, if I buy this bed 500 pounds for this person to sleep on, thinking that the person is going to die in 1 year time, why should I spend 500 pounds? Let me spend 100 pounds instead. So when the person dies, 400 pounds goes into the estate, and whatever is left, I may have a bigger share. You see the way some people think. They will not think about what is in your best interest, but what they can gain from you. So it is for this reason that is very vital, it's very important. The early signs of dementia, as soon as you know the risk factors, as soon as you know that you are a candidate of dementia, the first thing you do your lasting power of attorney. Once you have that, you will decide. You see, the lasting power of attorney, they have two main types. One is about health and finances, and the other one is about property and affairs. And make I say you have to do to cover the four, because you never know if you do the wrong one. For example, you do it property and basically and affairs, and maybe instead you want the person to be able to make decisions for you in terms of medical treatment. For example, if you do the wrong one, the person cannot make decisions for you when it comes to your health. So it is very important that when you are doing power of attorney or lasting power of attorney, you do the two to cover everything, so that the person can do the right thing by you. Some people, they have been put in a position of trust, yet they are stealing money from vulnerable people. Some people will come to you not because they want you to have a bit of reasonable life, because they could see that maybe you have some savings in your account. So all that they are interested in, get closer so that they can do the best damage. It is for this reason that today we sit before you advising about dementia and why it is important that you get it diagnosed as soon as possible. Because Bible say before sanka woni nka eda be wu a nka be de nka wo be prepare ana se edimada agenkwane so beba ana nke bedi bone saa 11th hour 11:59. Now what's you confess to your sins and you give yourself to God so that you are safe. But the Bible says he's gonna come like a thief, and he's gonna come to destroy. On that day there'll be no good. It is for this reason that if you're a believer, you prepare and you treat each day as if it is the last day. So when it comes to dementia, you have to treat each day as your last day, because you don't know when the capacity to be able to make rational decisions will disappear. Forgetfulness. You may have money that you might not even remember. Some people will get closer to you. All that they want to do is to steal your money. They don't care about you. It's all about what they can get from you. Hence they need to do what? To get it diagnosed as the earliest possible time. so that you can also plan. Get used to the idea that yes, dementia is coming your way. How are you going to deal with it? How are you going to cope? And this is a medical condition that you forget a lot of things. This is a medical condition. Even the language that you speak, most people, according to some experience that we have had, any second language that they've learned, they forget. They go back to their native language, their original language. These people don't remember anything present. They'll be able to remember, their younger days when they were young. The people who have passed away from their family. He's able to mention them and the communications that he's having with them. And then you may be sitting there thinking, is this woman or this man crazy? This person is dead about 20 years ago. And you are talking as if you've been communicating with this person. This is where people will say witchcraft. But it is not witchcraft. It's a medical condition caused by your biology and sometimes environmental factors. Mr. Pharmacy has already explained some of these factors. So it's about time that we get a better understanding of some of these conditions, so that when we are having conversations with people, we can have intelligent and rational conversations. Some people talk without backing anything up with evidence. So it is important that we make rational conversations, back it up with evidence, so that we can do what? We can better the world that we live in. So, Mister, I know that you are listening, you have tuned in, and I believe the little that we have said will go some way to explain to you. Yes, it is true. You are right. We are dying every day, because each day that comes, it reduces the number of days that you're going to have on this earth. Each year that comes, you are going to have less years that you live on this earth. While is it true that that is the case, I think it is also true that you do what you do, get the diagnosis, so that you can prepare yourself. Because what you don't want is to get the shock. People have actually started calling. I think this is our brethren.
I think. Let us.
Okay, we will continue. We will take the phone calls.
We'll take the phone calls.
That's right.
Phone calls doesn't come.
Then we continue. Yes. Okay, no problem. Hello, good morning to you. 5560.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning to you. What's your name and where you calling from?
America, Akwesi Mensah.
Oh, of Akwesi Mensah.
Of Akwesi Mensah. Wakasefi Donald Trump land. Akwaba to Fire Live Radio. Now, what Pumuti say? Merry Christmas to you, by the way.
Oh, same to you too. Same to you too. Now, I'm and I pay me catch them say, I did Fire Radio for my, Mukwa Chichipa, I'm very powerful. I'm saying about exactly almost a year ago, and they must need the true money. Now, because of the radio meeting of bits in Ghana, and Pacono, my name no, I mean, I call from Ghana and Pacoca, me say, the man is a meb one person of bonity, no much a Jumani Pacoya, no, it's a meb body. The DNA, I was saying, my record, the me pain. And in Pacono,
Mpacho fakosi na edeba yasem obetimi aka ne kakra
ai ebiafe na obi etie entino wante o message no last year no enti sanka born a tough kakra bi maye ya any from there no what has happened no what the to us wa nanka story no a siani pepepe ama yetie for yestopi
o get any say me ba na me worry to late Angela Kufo na na me no mami okay, baby last year, August morning. Now, when the man a bamin chow has been, just say, only 7 years, someone called my to mobile and not almost a penny. Angela needs to step in here, friend, a champo chair, but I think of phone himself, bring that for. Now, oh, yes, all mammy banner, and man, a crying here, motherly love, and to know a fat aquarano. With the case, no court, Ghana court, and my omudia, something. Against see me, so my many right to say, with me after me ban because I can't customary, anti to me for Aqualano. And to me, some is I said, me a friend saying, me appeal case, na nipa kro no a all Ghana no am information no through appeal no ma na ke say enyankoi ke say appeal case but judges nya free na o ma me hint say akwara no am be free Ghana aba America has no ya ke say or the frame or the passport number and any be information be amame and yes and so no na already my contact State Department for no my BBS since I can't call Ghana no case no court or Ghana ho no my American embassy the DHA State Department for DHA FBI for DHA near the bet since I can't judge na plan Makolana mountain State Department catch me said since I can't Ghana no she is subject to Ghana law. It's a crime some person be bad dia o manema. It's not mama manaka. Enti nyame nya aduma ti nyame so a ompe odi oni bi asema no. Na amode akran ba kroma no amode akran ba America no. Omo e ka kire me say your friend say akran wo Ghana. Yes, I bring that on any crew by on the minimum consent on any crew no on any crew by America. I say, Anna, your friend is saying, almost stop any or worry to absorb your Ghana, and person boss on the or soft can say back the bass or worry no. And to me, I hate to know, say, a crana banner or buy no, the pack of the address or the free Ghana or they buy US meaning different day. Not a sorry, Virginia. And to me, New Jersey, I call Virginia Honum, Sunday make a sorrow. Make a catch them say, may buy with magician can teachers to be Diana. A crown or waters of the Union Badon. Your friend is saying, on a name banning them, and in your opinion, no, say, or soften hearing the moon. Now, me banning the moon, no, Kruma, and Tinesa, no, ready my court. Acoustic injunction against them. I'm a State Department for contacting on the no-fly zone. I told the department and sent it to be I told almost say to be any acquaintance to move free America Hakwa. Yan Chiomo. And I mean, per se, a bet Chiomo, a bet as some can see a bet protected as sorry, you know. Yes, I'm Yamek 2 minutes, Pastor Namine, I saw from a soft Franco Casa. No more microphone who said this or this going to Mfakwa and Brennan Sana. A bear some can see it. And me call a sorrow that day, no, maybe I mean, call from Mr. Champoche, bring the chrono, or catch me say, or pursue me. Now, or did me banner, they come a ban was and I'm still okay. Now, to firm kinds of more Virginia, Minifi, says it to be by New Jersey. If it's almost no more New Jersey, I say. Now, me, it's in a day Sunday, the following Monday, no, me quite Juma. Now, I'll go on upon a frame. Ana me catching also New York no mu je money na dia da be na obeba na me catching say na sa da be na obeba mo no so ni tam obeba na ka yen sa samna echo no a serious case na me ka sa parents na anya ne de ana hand it for me so me so my better America almost 40 years into me lost name ya mani me pi to be me and say me call baby omotino New Jersey Pacific na me fee about 80 miles me to Kako police station na me draw na me patami to me sheda na ma dem bo by 7 o'clock p.m. na me draw na me go catch police for no na police for no e contact State Department contact and I contact lawyer Siki and I will be between 9 to 10 and I and Siki search warrant na omo some be feel the address and demand na baby omo police for no and I'm straight for backup no me ban or honum and I'm saying 100% sure so me ban or honum and omo wan ajube 1 a.m. and the police phone call ready for honum no mo ko na akora ni honum na akora no oni o and the police phone back to Saba police station omo come can say me police station person back obi and the police back to Saba back and over time say me ban ni ho na me friend ni no Virginia America is about almost 2:30 a.m. And I'm a friend in Virginia or Sofono, and you know, Nebano Wari, Meme Bano, which is Anisha Punjabi. Your friend say, or Sofono Bano. so for the bani far for so for the bani catch me say akwani ni ho no New Jersey ofi o ti kan nam say the speaker the police net here na police are radio back to the microphone say akwani wo efi ho nom na what is say yes akwani ni Virginia ho nom enti we name the police on here enti mo police ni ba ko buy no be catch me say me ba no Virginia na me ko Virginia ko fa no nam say how to one Virginia police for no from there about 3 a.m. adopa na Virginia police for no frame me no catch him say yet me bana ba ho no na me ma fa no enti some catch police force me bia me ho no me do say me ko juma Monday me night to Tuesday it's almost 24 hours ni enti no meet me Emma no the time be catch him say sana be me 10 hours time and almost in the free New Jersey bank I say na catch him say me ko da sama me nya da no me sorry no sama me sorry no ma ba me buy na be da be 2 hours be na me reach the edgemana the bushi near Virginia which is about almost 300 miles from the Biame meeting Fairfax Virginia and to me the police one friend me say and confirm didn't buy no I'm so suffer with the neighbor no suffer they say I'm going to meet the police station and chair me and you know I'm up say I'm with the clan coffee no my documents a few months into mobile the clan Virginia me ya do maybe draw and your friend say a driver call Virginia Honum to the question I can't go home but say or to Ghana or naming snack that would be to some of the questions now soon Sahana yeah me fat my dear and I'm in by and Jabana a court a Mumbra court for Krano kidnapping. Not a person make press charges against them. Namro as my mean jai, press charges against her. Bring an omen didn't bet too much, I say. For detaining a plan for that long, a crony American citizen. A Tom Far lawyer by some person fighting. Now, Jack Franco back. Drew court, a court, no, we did no fly zone to almost anything. Also, to lawyers million by Bakube fighting for, say, Yemonia restriction at Dalmos, no fly zone, new from also. Because or suffer the banner TV say, or no, or suffer, able to crab crop, include crab peas, so I say, yeah, you need no fly zone and free so if you had that you can, you report to me around. And so about court on, and on the brain that money now, I'm going to buy it, 2 different lawyers. And the second lawyer I need to be fight, they say, Open Sakurano, a man called Ghana, na Ghana court award the Sakurano, and the Nigerian council got almost say, a crony American. Na munya chance to hold doing it up. And you know, your friend say, me man ko omo can be a Nigerian council sanity there. On there, until Macron ko na osabe schedule case no for another time. No mumra. And I lawyer catch and say, bring the Kufono ebe ko Ghana. Na judge catch and say, with my conference call. Na obikwa o channel call conference call DSM emano and you know sanebeya na jomo mo sha up and down no omo afedi e beti and say ma me bring down this ni kun yare unti mba America bio ene ga no no nim say obewura ko ma bi mo a nim mom de e bi o ma ni ra bio because as one black catch me so on thinking say be ma ra bio and jana ina attempt ya no am sabe deport no
But
here
it's
a mistake coming back. That's why I'm so bad, you know. I said, I'm with the phone, and at this time, said, there be a winning so yes, and the miss my imagine say, oh, my friend on connect. Airport. I'm up to the Sakran, so no, you're trying passport to me. State Department, I can't say, I'm going to issue passport, man, copy so within 19 years. They said, I feel only 15, it's in the passport to me. It's on Koni passport to travel go here. And also be across the attempt so the need free promo because of no flights, no dark or anything, you know. Your friends back Quebec, I just me and I'm a first State Department for no actually for medical normal lifted band to me and I ban so cry. It's on American citizens into attack room I say. I think Monkom Brian say the Bian I feel the court some continue a friends a judge not close to case and I say, you know what? asem no I mean close because mo to Africa and I'm already said mo be ba be di asem na me need for this so many days and our close case no I just say case ago na the person me damase the Fire Radio very powerful
thank you thank you
mo voice ya go feel say bia motiti rather book kakabet nipa makuma could be omutiti radio station no bi obeka se bia mo the voice radio and say radio bet mo messenger mo ya me de betu mo no e koduru Ghana no ana obi Ghana no ho the spy wa musa na just pakoti ma information be bi movement o muko bia be bi o muko bia ni pakono mepe medication court no Ghana mepe address pakono chere ne be bi efie ni wo ma me lawyer timi de call submitting my no money be bi o mote yeah up to now pakono me am can say no my dream but I've nothing done any into the me pe say video mo chere say very sure baby says nyama sembio me ba na nyame me ni omuni sheka ne mo mesu me da omaso ase o Ghana say me ba na mo je no omo hwe ni ye oma ma bibi akoso but o ti omo cheka no na me start to nyama from America I say na be come akra no e ho ntade bibi akra na ba no o ja ntade ni bibi akra ho ni me nyame ba me ye shopping mo Apple laptop nini ya mampa bua bibia mitri boka $2,000 to $3,000 matu na nyewa namdia koma no mu skuna oko eti no pesa me dama sipi pesa me dama sipi nyami shram na
ofakasa
menka chen professor omungusu no muntie Fire Radio so muntie radio station no bitiwa onim how powerful it is go all over the world say mutimi di ma san betu no be free Ghana no ni me no the background believe me or not we Ghana from penifoni bi wan jime capre okay say dem me try for chair
hallelujah
wan jime capre na be say boni background din ya o say asem na hi ya ni background after asem we wa background mo ha aba me fie or shut up Baha, or shut up Paple above here. I'll be making sure.
Oh, because of Fire Live Radio. Oh, because of Fire Live Radio. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Anyway, be deep moye ebusam asemi nyina mu mami cheche mu step aside. If I call me kasa nya no record o cheche bi aso to. Oh.
Yepa. Why are there? I mean, Wako. You fought a very good fight, and I'm happy. Said by the grace of God, said through this radio station and Udwasembe 2 program, so somebody is listening. They say I can say if you be Tio Ghana, Aba Kakra Ubesu Ebinya free Asamaye Kemono Ubenya. Say Kakrebi Bekanebe have an impact into the life of people. We are very happy, and we are really grateful. Intina a program I dedicate no for today, and I really thank you. Say waba abedia dance so because this is the power of Fire Live Radio. Maybe a radio no edru echiripa. Ana yentimi mejina enchantro na me deso say onsa ka oba ote oba ho. And it's a really a good testimony for everyone who listen to Fire Live Radio to also take notice of this. Into fakwasi nyamishra why are there papa we are really appreciate the little that you've also done and the little that we have also done to help you, but we will keep on burning the fire in our spirit.
Madam Asipi senya moi and I'm a voice echo baby edru baby anka na me bano ka emsenka minyo bi cry emwa me hono because Ghana there unim say why corrupt and you know you sika nyama ya dem crash me lawyer crash me send me email say case now I'm file in company say up a bribe me go check out to come and bribe 1,500 Ghana cedis and send them this Ghana call I go speak they say email no one still me go check judge was or here say hey it's up a bribe price like it's normal file
and Ghana be yeni
oh, Johnny dear, I know that a Trump has a shit country, no. Excuse my language. You put the papers, it is.
Oh, dear.
Because what you say, what takes by cocoa partner, yes, you know, a minute bribe 1,500 Ghana cedis and Sana. I'm education class.
Serious.
I just get save your Ghana. Oh, see your bra. Me say, and I'm saying, grow women and who sick and now better I'm saying, need a damn not to do that. We are some life is too short. What to be able to do it now, as I said, being chief. That's right. You and our question Ghana. Unia. Be any woman because on who sick and I will come by. That be more Ghana coming to me challenge you. I'm sick for it's with terminity. As the mrak, the abrochim and the edge, you know, medicity. Yes, you say no. Obi can accept today you meet your meter.
That's right.
Ghana will be to come accept. Be a walk a woman. I'm like a big mansion near the will miss and the other. They make a small room near the end so they powerful. Abrochini fire radio at that room, you know. I've defeated them. They are the damn it bomb package and couples. Oh, yes, it's almost social amongst ban on the banner, you know. Fire radio for Frank with about sipping a mishamo. I mean, wishing in animal busia for. Say I go more beyond what they need contenting.
That was a papa.
I ain't live for long. Never fire radio to so and yet my papa. Meaning the beer that is so. Let you be something to be a jam why.
Yeah, that was
a jacket before so the corner. Yes, so you did not see a bemau. And yet, Obiana, a young akukudru, it mekanasem, a bedroom. Now, and penning forces say one can say to you a yibone. What the akukudru at the wasem beto, ye tearful in any. Now, ye tearful in us, you don't must say, because this is a unique story. Now, they be because I same way. Me say patapapi too. Yademra ana euro. And this is classical example. Sebio, Bob Marley will say, if you are a big tree, I am the small ass. I'm gonna chop you down, and I'm gonna chop you down. Because unfortunately, baby, are you free now? Aya will be say Ghana be ye. Me the other me can say no in our lifetime. The country is so corrupt from the taxi driver, say means to the president. To see Oslo, and then I go akoto, and then I say, you inflating no, I give putting kwa, and the work country anymore. Oko ka obi so ye your humbroni. Oko ka nya ye next spirituality. Hwenyame asum no Ghana, ehwehwe ne munyame som, yakomam enye papa. Oko ka so yese menka. So typical example, all lawyers said you wouldn't emra, I wouldn't say the rule of law was a betrayal bribe. Because on a system one tria unko winning. So police chill was it here. Oko be office was when tria no you winning. Mia mekoyen course 4 years ago. One of the lectures told me plain no America. On them traffic no cause traffic offense. Police chill didn't go police station. Why not gonna say or the American life ni be neighbor. On my net can tabak from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. no be a country. After the hometie etria bribe so record the baby. Me ko ye course no as mo catch me say massa. Say why you want gonna so baba say a nipa woman mu dia pakinesa ko because we ntimi ntinem. Say one yes one if you can't beat them you join them. And if you are not corrupt it's very difficult for you to live in Ghana. A serious matter because or catch me plain.
Yes, uncle.
Me lawyer Bruni Umuye no or someone send the email no. She could not believe it. Say, hey, yeah, lawyer pastor no. Come on, any go see you. Any go see Africa said also corrupt. I look I get you the crack was this corrupt country as a fan of crack on your show says American.
Debbie.
Oh, any go see you. I could do court to him. Email me someone said, you see on a shadio. Me okay so court, you know. Said the Amodi Ayabe, tell me to bread. 1,500 don't know who I'm going to say $8.
Yeah.
I'm saying, what?
Yes.
Oh, bro, for lawyer. Oh, I will not Ghana for the money will go papa that trap a small car in Madam Nini, I did papa this is true. Tell me this cat clock will be your Ghana Panamia. Because I had a name, you won't say any part, but I'm a primitive. I'm far brand me say, be for me for East Legon. I say me buy and you know. If I cross the minimum, me you know by the me teacher man, I stand for power with me. I challenge them on who do chichi or see Ghana for be through
untouchables. And the Fire Live Radio, Yako anymore.
Okay, Nyamwa. Na say I saw the background, me drew first I'm a bus back on myself. I'm catch up on by Betanlip by a fire radio soon. I meet go bush for any man. I make the lecture. And my men know our orchestra now. Nini Yamamo got to see a meeting at Jimmy Banner. No, Minayaka. Oh, no, no, or don't put some meeting. I got a bomb got nice Aquano on Benjamin Chancellor vote to say Aquanimano or no Mayaka. Now, Miss Mitchell Munyan, Power Chroma said, Ne Munimobi Drua. Yeah, the Mranekas, more that 1 a.m. na police paper redeemo. From Fie, extra chief also about 45 good minutes. I feel the Biakran or 250 miles, and I'm more trains Aquano and Cofano. I'm moving in see me. Send a police for investigation among Aquano or Sako back to Ghana August 19th by South Africa Airline by herself. And to check on them soon to me, almost from US immigration, TSA. CM port almost a border a phone in hand make sure say I need that so I start come radio mo I mean I'm here lucky can up me aka me jam and come to chunk and so am na aka from tum say
because
I'm proposing yes
and
dear
because him said the goal was to get your child nyame aboa akrana beba beka wonsa enti na se na yemfeme nyame and I'm hoping say from now on you'll be able to build a very good relationship with the child na baby I will lose you out to be yakopon ma courage any ahoden any nyansa na muntimi embondo as a family. Unfortunately sometimes your culture any power sometimes like we can power corrupt, but absolute power corrupt absolutely. Unfortunately, ye criminal sebu ye the privilege sika any enyini and it is ubia uyo hienia ubi wasem de unu nyame nenim but sa culture no ebia we see a bit change enema kakra wo hono because at the end of the day no David was able to slay Goliath with a sling and stone. So
Omaya
Kasa
Omaya Nkofa collapse banks berebina am the Kenyan president obi ko wi akoko ye dem betum 10 years
and only asem no
Nkofa collapse bank millions of dollars pakot also e travel the DJ free obi anyomo she obi ko wi aponche yake wi onko to be boto ohiani to be ko wi obi akoko yes be for them for 20 years 10 years the way of mine
oni bi no
me the emonya mpes nyame se ke da bia me ka se me nuclear bomber ka me nuclear mu nyina na ka ya start all over say America for Japan na ka di palo for ba
we dey kasebu ai because sometimes we share mistakes ni bia ekoso mani ma ana ahomete because as my working we can be chere me so no ko wojane petro an ko de beto mani mu ya status as if you am say masa we dey go for yanto bo say ma me unfortunately I have a lack of education you see and a lack of and a greed all my anymore too much obianya baby see a do dwena ne say meye properties on fashion ho ekwe me bi obefa so a obenye ska no obefa so obetwa wuti obeye de no principle eye ade a ha adwene na menim some of time and employable any education and ma be shit sakakra
for the upper politicians firms and say what do you want to see Ghana 10 years from now? Obeka just so 10 years from percent me sit down. My on ka kuru so bia 10 years from now you so bia crab be cry neat. The people cry na for on count.
No vision.
Me person me say 10 years from now they be reason your money there day. Oh, I reho.
It's sad. Entino empire na yebo ani abobia ma o ma Ghana eni nipa egum.
Oh, nyakopon oboye nyina pe she kro ti say Rwanda. Obi 90s mo akọ se be ko ndo ma ye ho say. Pabo ni kosisi Onyankopon Ghana don tie bio na kura ti omaya mosimo bompa ye so abosun ko fo bilibi busum pi opa catch obi say ni se to ayira say Nyankopon say me kwa ko bodu anto how to clean across be can ni self ka ga jim dimo nyamya oni sanka bio oma na mutso no nyami dom de yi kwa ombi obi ka photo shoot asofo ni nyina omu nyame nyama omu bua hwe wana su nyame sne nyame sem I'm a Christian fanatic. but omundi I mean the on the front kwa Rwanda Franco Rwanda ko shehokwa ubeka sinti whole Africa
I made the mechanism
sometimes 90 year no muwo the men Franco Pablo Chiro
who says sometimes
and ko Ethiopia
omo nyina no they are developing but omo nyina no disaster see and say no muti e develop you should run the ya omo twitwa mo second kunkum omo ho a na sometimes say be call wrong
over million people
so say be call wrong na ya build it e bia o president ya waseti say me yeni nam te Ghana nam ka say papa etimi aya I will take the establishment on
and do it.
Who say by so doing, you know?
Obia benya courage.
Wake up. And sometimes, you know, it takes one person to bring about change. And I believe say and now we gina Fire Life Radio can was me. Obi to obia onka say jaimanenka yemfa me nyame. Enipa no so be bold. Obi take courage from your experience. Honestly to me, they make a difference. You have
to take action.
Sana America no.
You have to say, you're crony there.
Exactly. Because you say what's the president? Also, what's the example? I must say also be a friend from East Legon. As a encrofo we are, wait me take you on. Why are they? On some money encouragement. Honestly, catch you. No, so I catch you.
Message. Me message from Kumasi now.
Exactly.
And comfort me from why are they papa for way here on the Kumasi.
It's a say
and
what's that example?
What's that
example? Ebema say me amani afra no. So we jejo, so I am a hamo, also be dim one gra, me fa na won channel. I will take them on because when we say an axe is stronger than the fig tree. And you know, yeah, there was a very opinion. Wako
of why are there?
Wako okompa. Now, me say work kasa. Yes,
work kasa. I Fire Radio for like believe you.
Kabeding. Kento kwa beding.
Fire Radio. Like meaning me bano. This is the first Christmas I'm in the 15 years. This is the first one. First Christmas I'm need to know. Only 14 name 2 years I'm in the coin for 11 years old Ghana. They be on my name I make a baby and I mean for the baby or the bank. I could ever time October back on the first or call Ghana no Anna. My men November 4th or January for my name. No go to iPhone man.
Hello.
Hello.
Pacho wa Africa so gina so my nya.
Obia onya so. Odi ofa kosi yeda wase pi na emrebe mo a yebesa atom ka bie mo ai yeda wase na nyame
yeda nyame so wase.
Ofa kosi baba na yesu emra so bi ofa kosi.
Yo, that's me balenda me basi di hall.
Hey, Christmas. Me pacho yefa ibu eni di ema obi ogina wo manes me sro pi.
Alright, okay.
Ofa kwesi yeda wasipi ene wadaje a osusu odi abafidie so ababe share your experience with us. Yanko mame boatima na yemfa no. Mame boatima pa chedru so.
Good morning, my mama.
Good morning to you.
Abraham man only time na no click.
Me ko Ghana o. Awon papa tell me ko Ghana.
Uko Ghana ne kasa mo man kwan no kasa no.
O be kasa. Abrono akasa.
Really man me that say we about campaign me shout. Really me come na maboma baso. I was Jumadi Amudi, no, because Yamin say, you're shutting January, money at Trasa, the Diamodi, something for my Yina, Yas Assembly, the A-frame, and I feel the Beconavia, and keep them a flabba basso, some yada, the Diamo Betra, I'm a church, and see the better to go to Jimmy, the Bobra, sometimes no matter what, and I won't say like, obviously, right, but then you're right, as you said, a Bible can't say, you are doing now, and then none of Fatano. Nti mwana ase ebi power ase bology en kusawa utimi ye de ese nti mo guide e no ma bi wo ha you tie futu so a eboa nti na ya da ko e ready committee me frem a bana me bo ma baso eni wo mo ye adwuma na ma me eboa tima so ni nsta no se oba tampa wa ma me kwan na ye se etimi akofa me prayer na makọ Ghana da ma tinya ni nsta mo
efisha pa baby why Ojadam.
I come across you. Bye bye.
Oh, Papa.
Mama, Mary Watchman. I do so.
Mekaipa, the wolf of a Sibeka, some more programming super, Mekaipa. And then Uncle Poy at the map. What's me at dinner back? Then Uncle Pong has said you to charge in it back. Where you be, I won't say radio. And grow 40 power information or the free Ghana will be radio or the man secretly. And in that, Yana, a very important fair. Yadi a fit in a better. Na yadi a foot to stem, yale sem, just a bit, what program should be ano. Debut, Utia, and the Boawan Casa. Na dementia, radio pharmacists work very deep by dementia. Why are they bad? Na said a walk and one some doors, and you know, said there was the canals to say, yeah, I would tell you. Near the bay, na yeah, the hard journey, and you know, the winner beer. I think that there is a lot of organization or what. Okwa meet me about an for counseling, and no man talking therapy, the idea, and force to beat me up was and say, you're bending a master for honey at the idea, yana a hard drink, and you know, young Shenny, and I said, oh, see, canoe. That is the one she blood pressure made diabetes, no?
A bit me also.
Yes.
It can lead to that, yeah.
Yes. Blood pressure for diabetes for me, the Mr. Moo. I be withdrawn a more than 500 pounds. Munyai. Na munko. Na yen check him kidney, baby. Mr. One now cook. Now put food down very nicely, very friendly. Jokes, as a joke. For doctor, ni se unia. For doctor, ni se wadamfo. For doctor, ni se ukunu. They say a strong for now. Wo fa womu. And now so for ne fa womu say ye kunu ni ye.
Omo ye doctors. I saw for the doctors.
Make jokes. Be happy. As some brofo no pra wo kan on tia slow it down and talk slowly. Obeke na di opebia no wa ya ma wo. No wa ko. No wa for was manya. Esremu and the national health no. It's not easy at all. To me, Sramu. Yammodia, you perfect. Me and fire no man to tona. Yam Cotton, one I am share, Alena, a bidrona, and Crawford no scientific improve, you know, yin a bina, a cool me wafano, or diabetes to in 9. Ojina, ho, doctors almost see you be travel 9, you travel 9, where the 80 something, travel 9, can live longer. What's the main plan? And this scientific schedule, has to coffee because get out from the bed because you are refusing a treatment into coffee. Coffee is so challenging. And I feel what you call we are support. I brought ready that one, you know, I've been 90 years. You should tell one answer and now to which a moment to be cut a move around or prayer. And our manners. Have a nice Christmas and very peaceful.
Wonderful Christmas too.
And keep on the fire burn.
Keep on burning the fire.
Thank you very much. Paulina Kofi so join or say or we wish you a Merry Christmas. Nyankopon adom okwa kudru Ghana. Just also so chilly. From a puppy. They say they can mindset, mindset, that is where we need to work because a human you will be a pa. Save your internet, any radio about. Kedipekan sempa educating crofo ye didn't them and ye didn't conconsa. The ehun here and the emphata entiatimu and ye didn't organa honomo. Let me say the revolution, it is starting now. The conscious revolution. She say ye educate people now enko omo zege omo adwenem na umuntimi emfanye at the papa emwa or mine. A beautiful land. But the mindset agini wuni petrima edigo no eye too ridiculous. Na Nancy me read article be about Kim Jong-un. No so pe Ghana ni Nigeria for 1 year pe. Bene ka mejitumba kobe dane mine rough. Komani be sisam kebe change because ye no ye pobia oye hey ye empobia oye soft o ba obi step out of the line nani pano will put you, the person will come back to shape because a beautiful land, but unfortunately, you know, I mean, look at this story. For a case to be filed, you bribe. I mean, we don't because you see, so, and you know, what can you do? You do the best that you can, with the hope say, the little that you do, the little that I do, we can change the mindset for the better.
It's a mindset. It's the mindset.
Oman hene kwabena ofori King David's or Solomon's father, also Wabelande Yemfao. Welcome to Fire Live Radio, Oman hene. Yes, so Yamao, official penny.
Fire Life at the phone in our so in Mamuna Pijapa. A day young answer say, I feel I'll have a 2 years in Iowa more dear. Ye to me a ding with down face. Mecca, I think it to be. Rapidly, or Casano was or can be nice at the or person I said here who got to be a Benamuno. But you baby or the Vim can say, all can only say, being attacking a baby. Nah, Macquarie Marco, or cat like the Kulukrana, that's fine. Now, as one by one person can say, so I point around our bosom, and we the whole African in Yari. Now, yeah, in Ghana, and Gata dear. And I reckon a damn boy. You just like a bottom of Ghana because ultimate trauma or so. Now, I'm about obeying deputy. Just a or nay, or so him on your buffalo. Come on, contact to anybody. Me say, oh, say, oh, dear, with Macra, another problem be granted. It will be a good Jessica. Not a quality concentration, and not what could say be down the bobra. This has some now walk and read with the answer William Show. Oh, Pamampo, I had a be about them will be doing out in my own. And this all because I said, not who be any. Now, Mino, I am the problem, the blame. And the Matlapula or the blame in penning for no because Kruma was here. Say, Uber to another Uhi for 1 eye, and I said, I don't say, minor name said, and you know, all the Buaman for one money and fira. I would have because now, just the point is, so obeying at the idea. Only no, only. Do not say you couldn't do not go school. If you want more go school, be clear or go school, and so that get to be on go school. Whatever, your papa or a baby at America. Or President Demo would you go Nigeria for some better custom? What is it? I've been in Nigeria issue or you fellow or so.
Oh, Morgana.
Yes, because on no something or no, I get you on a panel say. Debbie and then me who each you know men office and now 2 coins. I was a president to that one. Look at this who is quite it's men. We saw the one uncle.
Uncle.
In this case, one is a president of Ghana.
What's up for
me? What's up for me, president? Only this animal president in a president. So, the president, Bemo or no professor. So what do man oh booster abra we dia how much more will be or not take class or non go school down and will be all excited too. So in the do be I man for say o man e me blame o because I cannot that be that didn't go to I am born na you do am that. So you know ye yen je no mo ndi e ba se chance no ba na wo kaza bo na ye me support no ye support o because mo ho na me ka ba no na me yes so me da se zama munya bi chapa positive I mean don't go ai bo ya mi tamila
ya da wasipi ose obo sana ne kra sorry sana etie yina ye hu aduru obi enim ensen obi a nemom all that we are trying to do is to educate people and ya can be about dementia you say enkrofo bebre etie program even in Ghana and by so doing we are sharing the knowledge said the ya sebio oni o maami bi onane bi abusuani bi ete Ghana na say o show this science instead no o de be call medical doctor no kwa seek the appropriate help rather than say o de be call a bia baby near the chain akwa ne nan ese eye spiritual e wa de so a bia na enye spiritual eye biological and sometimes psychological issues which can be resolved and I say it can be controlled. And it's very important to say obi nka say yes any mean biological and whatever, but I always believe say unya combination of treatments aya it me eboni pano better and important to say you be take this on board na afi na yetimi ede aboye bra se uhun so a memfa en hye wo nkwa wo ho fedi nkomo yedi nkomo nyina no na ye spread awareness to people said ye bibi mponi a omso behu said ye esitie na omso etimi tu anamo papa na aboye nyina because Ghana is a beautiful country. Ghana is got everything that you could ask for, but unfortunately the mindset that is where the problem is. Some people have given up. I say, oh, forget it, Ghana there, that's it, any year that. But maybe I have hope. Someone will say audacity of hope. I said, but through education, we'll be able to change the mindset. This is a country, farmer, say, farming. And so farming the baby if you are life and farming, food, you need to survive. Security. And it's very, very important. I say, the way we think, we need to change the way we think and the way we do things. If you say as one people, better education, awareness, and understanding, it will help us for Ghana to to get to where it's supposed to get to. A frustrating, a difficult task, a difficult job, but no entry say it cannot be done. It can be done. Yes, we can. It's Yadamasi SNE Modimo Fidio after Fire Live Radio. Now, my topic at the Bremo Ayatuni my friend is saying dementia. And the dementia was him. Nyamko Adam technology Adam say over Facebook over YouTube. So when to me and tea from the beginning, Ekrana ubit me idea as how Kakobeti. Now, one thing beautiful about Fire Live Radio, about radio station is Eko Echri, a Jack in story, ebetu gay, a bit ye, a bit too anamong. Because now, Papa story aya, Sawa Woba, near Babeju be free in the sense that we are Bema and Sheba. That is the mindset. So, but ni case asset president. Ese, and yes, Sana, I was set at ye. Intino Sesebio so go to me be an answer or the baby or Ghana. Nasa or they basically or they get anywhere. We asset example at all say, Patapapi you too. Yedemra ana euro. Sasu na futu kuko nini. Ene okoto ensre afekurum. Enti nuso obise obesisiwa. Hun se dadie bi etwa dadie mu. Se eduesiwo na se oso osonwa. Eye de ya ye de sekan ana se axe and ye di twato. David etimi kun Goliath or the sling and stone. Sasuna ekwan bi eda wani biara no matter how hard it is, how difficult the task may be, for hard work, akoma any gidi, never fight it. You will never fight a losing battle. You always fight a winning battle. Yaka dementia ho asem. Dementia yi idea unfortunately. It's very common. But every we live in a different parts of the world. In our world, I see a baby near yem pay treatment made the panel. Near Bonnie Bayi. Nebawa brochire cry there na crano, Nebano Sebu, and Yagana phone quao. Obua or tia brochire, and so now granted will be or Tigana. Some cast and granted will be tia at Tigana, and yet did atemo. But the mindset in a year can once a month. Some mindset no free Ghana buy no or yana used to be changing mindset in it. And therefore no Sebu obite Ghana said ya onya the person has not been exposed to certain things now or in a certain way, What better than broaches so now you have been exposed and you are still thinking the same way as someone living in Ghana. And the obiti kromua ya catch and send mammy a bay for into one caso mammy home. Obiti kromua ya send papa a bay for on Cassani papa home. And I pollution air coso ana air coso ana air coso. Say ye did Sadia Chidia any anshimpa in the paona mawon caso be home. Because Yankopon Crassi say, oh my ye ni, Nasi who de cosu in the petrima. And Shakrana, no one will be able to survive. Now the mechanic say, oh mammy be, oh papa be a go through certain abnormality behavior be seek help, seek advice. Men now enka say a bayi. Because bayi de be a dinner mashe bayi, Yes, bayi do exist, but no bayi is got power over anyone. Unless I say, oh man, who quine now we GD, SBO, and send it to me. Memeti, meaning I don't care about bayi because bayi won't mean yamishi. Me go to me over bayi. So we share and home bonecrana bayi, a kitwa. Entino, I didn't see with true bayi. Entino, a tear for you in shedding. Ye power ourselves with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Saying your wisdom and knowledge and understanding, we should not keep it to ourselves. By doing that, it's a selfish act. And therefore, you also have to spread it to your brothers, to your sisters, to your family members back home. Say, yeah, indicate to Oma, who is going to educate them for us? They will never be educated. And therefore, if they are in the dark, we need to bring them up to light. What good does it do if you are progressing and your brother is at the bottom of the ladder? At the end of the day, sir, if you get to the top, now say, oh brother is at the bottom of the ladder, and you go see the big count. Until we are saying, this is how it is. See, you go ya wadom. Now say, oh pejawa, obi oben. Now so you baby. Now with their pejano. Now we na more kosru. Now aye fe. Because there are two things. Either so baby be a pejani pano. I'm on so edi we chino so a pejebi. And also bejano. Now we basically you cut links. Because it's either that or the person will bring you down. Until identity ye kwa. Ye making sure say people around us we go with them. Ye bab richly ye see any be ye moonlight. So sasuna I will say ye nyan me with you so no ye mo moonlight no. And to tia brochina so be di konkonsa achiro. I'm go ye say do ache no on the man no kasa. Wo a wo light no kire say enye eduru bia na ache no e bimpa e dementia na aye no enti adenti na monfa ne nko hospital we anase muntu sa anamon we rather than say mo betena ho no na mamada na mo ho witch doctors na straight away na ye dey mo diagnose na ma condemn nipa no then the person become ostracized in the community. It's about time we share this knowledge. It's about time that we empower each other with knowledge, because with knowledge our people will never perish. Mr. Pharmacy, over to you. Now,
what a beautiful and your last words, and I'm so grateful, and I don't know what to say anymore. I'm say if we are saying no, say obi benwa not on talk about positive things. Take the person away from your life. Said here, well, would you know how okay DJ a cancer Seattle? Me just last 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, na me name back asa. My last born. We GCSE. I mean, he's doing wonderful. We A-level law, psychology, English literature, and finance. And as someone or catch me say, Daddy, it's not say but what you say, you know, and then they influence me. I'm a Madru baby, I'm a Madru. At the age of 16 years, a child or charade, 16 years or part time, or a part time job could turn 2 hours and 145 pounds on their channel. It's amazing. It's not about dear Obiayo, but sir, positivity, no, any mindset now. Mrs. Free Ghana, me betena Kumuano. My mindset that me could tap now. And the encouraging words now, positivity now, may contribute towards our life. And I'm going to do so. And that is what Ghanaians in this country should also do to encourage and motivate their children. And I believe, say, when you do that, it's not about physically say me and I'm in private school and I'm way. No, it's not about that. But positivity, words of encouragement, you know, and we change your mindset. Yen can be a bit me and me are taking positive. See, I'm a no say, DJ me mame get to a frame. Now, or say, or the ye be a shepo, or shepo near maybe. Akoma me mother a Ghana. Ne niema ninduri no free nipa no so a ne nsanka. And I'm seeing nipa pay or see oh yeah advertisement e me nipa kro. And I'm saying me am a friend no. No ma catch and say Christmas no eba. Into make sure say ne nsa beka niema no. Ye de advert na ye be ya ma wo. Na emom no say wa nye de also ye de a ye beka. Because enya de a ye be suru. We will say it ye nka positive side nkwa bibi anko yeah and I say bibi etonchia me there I will say it and that is me. But at the appropriate time no meba na emre ene ya say when to me any adwuma no ama abrewa ne nsa anka enemo so ka dia me there meka masem but etefo amutie nyina ye di nyame gyamu nyina and we wish you merry Christmas and happy new year. Keep on burning the fire in your spirit.
Yeda masipi se nesusu modemo fidie na atwa na wetie de yede abremo. Yakopon enka mu nyina mo ho because it say Christmas next week. Tuesday the 25th of December. Se nyame enka mu nyina ho na de edamakomo so bia so no. Onyama mu na onhwehwe ana se de mo hwe bia so no monsa de enka. Yede nyame ase ese ene so wahwe yeso na ode ene ache wabo wiase na ode ase wo se kete na yeso yetimi enye bi atena so enti no yede dwumadi en beba na wiye na me se ma me bot ma ba yemfa no na afi ne yenkoyenim. Hello,
wait a minute, you're very sorry.
No
Paco ship asem na woka no Frank Dako Paco shipping Mr. Mia medi ho adanse munya botere Mia na mi promote no me so abefa me no masa but ni bibia duru kurukuru ti me pamo chaw ani diem we de munya ho abotere pa onya meka kire mo so onye Mia na meka se Paco oye papa pa enti bia bibi da si de kwan ana se mo frɛ na why busy but wo frɛ no why busy kra obe return for enti ka kire wo ma meketo ana se Mia na me introduce no ma no but onya abotere pa ne nsa beka no ma jojojojo
right yeda wasipi sana etie ayana ewiase ne ntobasi ewiase bibia timisi sometimes with me set a target as a target no between this and this time and that time be a deliveries betimi idea esi be so na bibi esi okwan so beyond the person's control enti na yebedi hu dwuma na yebusem na afi no ya resolve that issue no said yeah my boat was so bekai ono so edit oje na man bibia ko smooth ema no enti bedi hu akiri na afi no ye hu se de besi akono enti yeda masepi se ene so modi mafidie na atoa na motie de yede idea ebremu nyame nhiramu nyina na onya mokese yeda masepi
Only one to a job for no, dance to a Joshua.